The night was supposed to be perfect. The candles were lit. The music was loud. The dress was stunning. The hair was flawless. The makeup was on point. The entire vibe was ready for a celebration of a milestone that could never be repeated, yet everything fell apart the moment she walked through the door with that smug look on her face and that energy that drained the entire room, because she had a way of making everything about her, even when it was not supposed to be her night. She laughed too loudly. She talked over everyone. She made sure every eye was on her, and every ear was forced to listen to whatever story she found interesting enough to tell. At that moment, it was exhausting to deal with her. It was suffocating to have her in my space. Yet she was invited because she was part of the friend group, and it would have been more drama to exclude her. So I endured it. I swallowed the irritation. I pushed through the tension until she took it a step too far. The way she spoke to me in that condescending tone, as if I were a child, as if I did not matter in my own celebration, the way she belittled the gifts I received, the way she rolled her eyes at the decorations, the way she smirked when she spilled her drink on my dress and simply said accidents happen, as if she did not just ruin the one thing I spent weeks picking out. She did it all on purpose, and I knew it, and she knew it, but no one said anything because it was easier to let her be the way she always was. Then he arrived. Tall, broad-shouldered, confident, the kind of man who walked into a room and owned it, without saying a single word. His presence was magnetic, his energy was intoxicating, and for a brief moment I forgot about her. I forgot about the disaster of a night that had unfolded. I forgot about the rage simmering beneath my skin, because all I could see was him, and he looked at me like I was the only thing that mattered in that room. But then she did what she always did. She made her way to him, draping herself over him, laughing at things that were not funny, whispering things meant to make me feel small and irrelevant. And I watched as he humored her with polite smiles and nods, but his eyes kept finding mine, and I knew that something was shifting, something was changing, something was breaking apart and reforming into something entirely new. So I made my choice. I let the anger guide me. I let the hurt fuel me. I let the desire consume me. And when the night ended, and she thought she had won, she thought she had stolen the spotlight. She thought she had taken everything from me. I slipped away with him into the night, into the unknown, into a decision that would change everything because she ruined my birthday, but I was not going to let her ruin me. It was reckless. It was impulsive. It was unlike anything I had ever done before. But it was exhilarating the way his hands found my skin, the way his lips traced promises against my neck, the way he whispered my name like it was a secret. Only we shared, the way he looked at me like I was something to be worshipped, not ignored, not belittled, not brushed aside for someone who thrived on destruction. The night stretched into morning. The city lights faded into the first rays of dawn, and I knew there was no going back. I knew that what I had done could never be undone. I knew that she would find out and it would shatter her. But for once, I did not care. For once, I put myself first. For once, I allowed myself to take what I wanted without worrying about the consequences, and as he slept beside me, his arm draped over my waist, his breathing steady and calm, I smiled because she ruined my birthday, but I stole her man, and in that moment it felt like the perfect revenge.